What's up, everybody? I'm back with another coaster review, yet again from Kings Island. Only a couple more of these left. Today we're reviewing the Racer, their opening day wooden racing coaster that still dominates the park today. And it got a beautiful, it got a repaint, I believe it did, over the off season. It's nice red, white, and blue. And it's a racing coaster, but it doesn't actually duel. It has two mirrored tracks, but right near the after the first drop, they kind of branch off into their own thing, and they come back at the very end. So I wouldn't consider it a true dueling coaster. I wouldn't consider it the same two credits either. I consider it the same credit because the layout's the same. They just go in different directions. So. And this was by far the worst ride at the park. I'm going to say that right now. The worst coaster that we rode that day. It was the only coaster that I would consider really, really rough. Coming in, I didn't have high expectations for it coming in. I wanted to do one ride on each side. Why? Just because I didn't want. It wasn't for credits or anything, but I just wanted to ride it for to get both sides, get both experiences, and get a more well-rounded review of it. Be able to get a couple rides and on it, But we started off with the red side, and holy crap, it was. We go down that first drop, and we hit the bottom, and we just start going like this the entire ride. We're just moving. We are just blasted side to side. I'm sitting next to Lucas, and he and I are just vibrating completely out of control. Eli was by himself, and he was fine, I guess. He didn't really think it was as rough as me or Lucas did. Maybe it was because we were sitting together that it was that bad. My God, it was rough, because we get the first airtime hill, and I didn't even get that much airtime in this ride. Or maybe I just really didn't focus on it because we were getting jackhammered the entire time. But my lord, I didn't really find that much airtime on this thing. It was kind of like Woodstock Express, just a lot rougher and a lot bigger. Holy moly. But because we got out of that first airtime hill, and we were bottoming out after that first airtime hill. It didn't give any airtime, but it was supposed to give airtime. And we're bottoming it out. And my restraint goes from, because like to this point, it was rough, but it wasn't like horrible. Still try to enjoy it. But the restraint goes down another notch. It goes down another level onto my waist and absolutely just crushes my midsection. And I think for Lucas, it did the exact same thing, because we were getting, like, the jackhammering was like jacked up times 10 during the rest of the ride. It was crazy. Oh my God. And we are just like, and now our legs can't even move with us to help ease some of the movement, ease some of the roughness. So we're just going, like, our bodies are just getting absolutely killed as we do the turnaround and doing some more. We're supposed to be, again, airtime hills. They didn't give any airtime at all. And it was just crazy. It was just, and we came off that ride. Me and Lucas, I came off that ride super dizzy. So did Lucas. And we were just like, yeah, the wind is kind of taken out of us now. My lord. But yeah, not a fun ride at all. And we totally did not want to do the blue side after that. I think me and Lucas and Eli all decided, yeah, we're not going to do the blue side, because we didn't want to. It was, oh my God, it was one of the roughest rides I've ever gone on a roller coaster ever. And I have 39 credits now, and it was one of the roughest rides I've ever gone on a coaster before. It was just super bad. It was rougher than the SLC ever in Thunderhawk and Michigan's Adventure. It was rougher than Vertigo, the roughest ride I'd gone up until that point. It was rougher than any other coaster I've ever ridden. I know there's really bad coasters out there, and the Racer at Kings Island doesn't even really come that close to some of the worst coasters that are on this planet. And I know I'm probably gonna end up riding some of them at some point in my lifetime, but my lord, I'm never getting on this thing again until it gets a retracking or it gets the RMC treatment, which will never get the RMC treatment. It's a classic coaster from opening day. It needs a retracking though now. The paint job was not enough. It needs to be retracked. It needs to be redone. it needs a lot of things fixed to it if it's going to continue to run, which it probably will again because it's an opening day coaster. And yeah, horrible ride. 3 out of 10 for me. I'd rather have ridden Flying Ace Aerial Chase again and tried to bite my tongue off than ride this thing again. Holy crap. And if I would probably ridden Great Pumpkin Coaster over this, but I couldn't because I had a kid. So, holy moly. It was a horrible, horrible ride. One of the worst coasters I've ridden to this point. I know the blue side probably wouldn't have been any better because it was same thing. And but yeah, it needs a retracking bad. It needs a retracking very, very badly. And I hope people who have never ridden this thing, hopefully you get a better experience on it than I did. And hopefully you don't get jackhammered to death. If you have ridden it, I'd like to hear your experience about it in the comment section down below. Is it as bad as I'm saying it is? And also, it doesn't even give a cool racing aspect because the track split off, so you lose that aspect of it as well. Oh my god. There's an exact one like this at King's Dominion, which I won't call a clone, but they're racing coasters that are split off a little bit. But, oh my god. If you've ridden this thing, comment down below. I feel bad for anybody who has ridden this thing before. I'm never getting on it again. It can say goodbye to me. So, thank you guys for watching this review. It's a little bit less of a review and more of a warning to never ride this thing if you don't want to. I had to get it for the credit. Never doing it again. So, but thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We got one more coaster review coming soon and a bunch of other fun stuff. So stay tuned. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.